you for joining us again to Outspokenly Brave. My name is Judah Flowers, and I have here
Asia Monet. I am an artist. You can check out my work at Art by Asia Monet. Monet is spelled M-O-N-A-Y.
Yes! And Asia does absolutely awesome.
And if you want custom work, you can email me at artbyasiamonet@gmail.com.
All right. Outspokenly Brave. Let's get crazy on ya. But no. Okay, so it's been so much going on just in my life in general, and I'm pretty sure in everyone's life. We all got something going on. But what I want to wake up today, I want to speak about mental health. And I actually have a question for you, Asia. And I guess I would be speaking from the reference of being a Black woman. Why do we struggle so hard with mental illness?
I believe in a Black community, it's very important for us to always come off as strong and nothing can touch us. So a lot of times, Black people neglect to talk about things they view as a weakness: mental health, mental illnesses. Black families don't really talk about it. So I think it's very important for us to open up communication about what mental health is, what are some steps you need to take to make sure you're well, and that way you can pass that on to the next generation.
We put in a position where I was on suicidal watch. My depression had to probably begin since I was a little girl. And getting into high school, I also dealt with self-harm as well, where I dealt with actually cutting myself. And that's why I want to bring this to the forefront, because even in high school, me knowing I had that problem or that I was going through depression and things like that, it did nothing but get worse and worse. And even sitting here now today, I have been diagnosed clinically depressed, and I'm on, or have been prescribed, a ton of different medication. And look at all the medication that I have to take. Different tons of medication for freaking sleeping, for depression, for my anxiety, from just overall stress. And it's just like, I don't want to be taking medication. You know, I want to be free from all of that, because we have to understand it and we have to face it and we have to deal with it. And not saying just go ahead and jump off all your medication, but you need to work on self-healing, and that's more important here. If you can open up a little bit about your diagnosis.
Well, I've dealt with mental illness for a long time, and it actually runs in my family a lot. And my mother told me that she noticed it a long time ago, and so did I, but we didn't know what it was, what the issue was. I would have terrible, unexplainable mood swings. I was angry a lot, and I really acted on anger for a long time. I would fight constantly in school, all type of negative behaviors. And my mom finally went ahead and made the call. She got me hospitalized because I did have a few suicide attempts. And originally, they gave me the wrong diagnosis, which is very dangerous because I was taking medicines for something I didn't even have. So it got to the point where I was completely numb. I couldn't feel anything. I don't even remember thoughts, like real organic thoughts. Mm-hmm. I would just wake up, eat my breakfast, do whatever I had to do, lunch, dinner, and that was it.
Zombie.
That was it. I was a zombie, basically. Mm-hmm. And I finally got the right diagnosis. It took some 2 years to figure out that I was bipolar. Mm-hmm. And bipolar disorder has some different categories. What I have is bipolar type 1. And basically for that is you have both manic depressive modes and depressive modes. When you have the manic, it's more, oh, I'm bubbly, I'm silly, Asia, that I think you see that a lot, where I'm just laughing and then just, it can be in an instant, it can be in days, it can be in weeks. I get extremely depressed where I can't get out of bed sometimes. It's hard for me to talk. Like, I disappear on my friends, and sorry, I love y'all, but I can't talk to people. I can't go out and do things, and that makes it hard for everyday life, because you don't only just have these, what they call episodes, you have your everyday mood swings, where some days I wake up happy and loving, and I just want to hug everybody. And peace and blessings, that's my thing. I say to everybody,
I say peace and love,
and I
peace
say that, but sometimes I don't feel it,
Mm-hmm.
and then in an hour I'll be completely fine, like nothing happened. And sometimes you have triggers and sometimes you don't, so it's an everyday struggle, but it's an overall struggle too, and it is a lifelong disease. Like you said about your medicine, I was described so many different things, and I got to the point where I was stable enough to get off of medicine, because you don't want to just, I'm done with this and stop taking medicines, because that can throw off so many things, and you can become suicidal, become delusional, anything like that. So it's very important to take your prescribed medication, start weaning me off of it. And I think it's been about 6 years since I've been on any medicine, so that is.
So I definitely think it's important for us to reach out to people, and even if you feel like you don't have that type of person that's in your close at your close grasp, like your siblings or anything like that, or even other family members or close friends, there's outside help that you can receive. But reaching out for help is very important, especially when you know that you are sinking, and just building a lot more self-confidence in yourself and self-love in yourself. And I think a lot of that has empowered me more to even step out on faith on things that I want to do, and that's getting to the root of what's causing the depression versus the medication, which is controlling the feelings, which is important, because we can feel things that's not really what it feels. But in our bodies, the chemicals that mix, it gets into us, and it's like, I feel like there is an alarm that's going off in my body. So I want to thank you guys for joining us today here with Outspokenly Brave. We were able to get a lot of our mental health issues out that we wanted to speak to you guys about. If you need any assistance, please reach out, and I can provide any information that I can. We also have some web addresses that we would like to share with you, and feel free, if you ever feel like you need to contact someone, that help is there, so definitely reach out for it.